All right, so we're going to cover the last few parts of the invoice here. So we're going to go over the tickets tab, reports, emails, and status logs. So all that the tickets page is a table of all of the tickets. So you can see here we have each of the ticket numbers, the number of errors on it, so we could sort and find the tickets with errors on them and go over and scroll over to the side and click View Ticket and gain access to this window if we want to. You can sort by the last time. Oh, I went back too far. Let's go back in. And one thing to note, if I haven't loaded ticket review, I got to do that really fast. But we can also sort by the refresh date, any of the other ship dates, drop-offs, pickup locations. So you can kind of sort through here and see what's going on with all of the tickets in here. And you got, all of your different line items here. So we can see, our most expensive, least expensive tickets, driver pay, things like that. So pretty straightforward, just a table there. The next tab is the Reports tab, which in order to gain access to any of our invoice reports, we have to change our status to approved, which means we've gone through the ticket review, we've tested everything out, and we know that the invoice looks good and we're refreshed. So I'm going to go over into the summary page and I'm going to approve this invoice. And over here in reports, we just got access to our different reports that are set up for this specific customer's invoices, which can be customized in the report section and covered in the video over on that page. But you can see that we have access to download all these different reports. If we click on it, it'll go ahead and download it. We can open it up and see what it looks like. So this report looks like it's just a bunch of run tickets that your customer may want to get there. But pretty straightforward with that. And the next tab right here is the ability to email out emails to different purchasers in here. I don't have anything set up, but you could come into here, put in the emails you want to send to the subject. If you want to type in LoadCall or your company's name or whatever, it'll mask it there, even though it's technically coming from a no reply at LoadCall email. And then I can put in an email body and choose which attachments I want to include. So maybe I just want to include the standard run tickets and say, see the attached and things like that. But if I go ahead and have this all configured, then I can click on the send email and send emails directly from the platform rather than having to download and send them manually. You can do that. And then anytime an email is sent, you can open up and view a log of all sent emails. So I'm going to, I'll do support at loadcall.com, test invoice from LoadCall, see attached, and, attach, click update email settings. You can see what the email is going to look like. It's never been sent, but I can go ahead and click send. It's been added to the send queue and will be sent shortly. We'll come back and check it. The last thing in here is the status logs, which will be a timestamped event logs of invoice creations, approvals, ticket refresh, things of that nature. So you can see a bunch of stuff that's happened while we've been working on this invoice are all logged in here kind of for full accountability. And down here you can see the last time it was updated as well, which will reflect, in here. The invoice was refreshed at this point, which matches down here. So if we come back over here, it looks like my email is probably sent. So sent a few seconds ago. If we view the log, you can see the email was sent successfully at this time. So it took about a minute to get through the queue there. So pretty straightforward. Should make the process of wrapping up your invoices pretty straightforward. After it's been submitted, you can say we've approved it, and you might have, depending on your company processes, you may have somebody like double check it or whatever. But we've gone ahead and submitted it to the customer, so we'll go ahead and click that we've submitted it. And then later, as it gets factored and paid, we can go ahead and come in here and update these, which will play a role in other parts of the software, some of the invoice analysis tools to show the progress and the different totals and keep track of, income into your company and expenses. So that's the majority of what goes on here in the Invoice tab. Kind of just a summary. It pulls all of the tickets, which already have their calculated rates figured out. And what we do from there is we can review them, import any replacements if we're doing corrections outside of the software. And then after we've done that, we can create, reports and automatically email them and then keep track of the process as we go along here. So normally you wouldn't have emailed with tickets with errors on them, but for the example here, I didn't want to go through and spend the time to correct all these tickets. But usually it's a pretty quick process that may only take 30 minutes or whatever, depending on the quantity of tickets and how many errors there are to come through and clean them up. But yeah, that is Invoices in LoadCall for you.